Hello, everyone. Well, here I am posting 2 days, 2 times today after I just said I was only posting once a day. Y'all should be used to my shit by now. You know me. But no, I really am only going to be posting once a day. But I had to do this Aries full moon, right? I had to do this Aries full moon reading. Um, Aries full moon. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Rule Aries planet ruled by Mars. This is so significant, and I want you guys to share in the comment section if you see anything ever significant during this full moon, particularly. I did a very, and I'm going to refer back to this. I did a very powerful, I think, still one of the most powerful readings I've ever done. The full moon in Aries in 2021, and I felt the energy was so strong. And my brother died, was murdered 5 days later, and unfortunately, that is the energy sometimes of that Aries full moon, especially going into eclipse season. Sometimes on the negative aspect, it could be war, it could be um, dangerous, it could be conflicting. But on the positive side, using that energy in a positive way could propel you forward um, by light years. Okay. I tell people all the time, this is especially specifically for Aries. This is an Aries channel. Today, this weekend is the time where you, as an Aries, sun, moon, and specifically rising, you shed everything that you need to shed. And you set your goals and you set your intentions to manifest. What do you want to see manifest by the Aries new moon, which will be an eclipse season by the time that comes in 2024? By the time, what do you want to shed from yourself? Okay. So you can be a new person, a new Aries, new individual by that new moon, by Aries new moon. Okay. Very, very powerful thing to do. Same thing with that new moon to the full moon, that's 6 months in between. Okay. Very, very powerful if you don't neglect this energy and you use it right. Um, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this excerpt that I found here just to give a little insight before I start the reading. So it says, and this Aries full moon in Chiron, the wounded healer, as well. So I'm gonna read that as well. But it says here, where should I start? Says the Aries full moon holds fantastic potential for helping us take our ideas from our minds into physical form. There is an entrepreneurial flow that comes when Aries energy is strong, so that's a plus. So use it to your advantage. The energies under an Aries full moon can also be fiery and headstrong, encouraging us to be bold and daring in our approach. We can feel a boost of confidence, and we may be willing to take greater risks to get the outcome that we want. If your life could use a little more confidence, a little bit more movement, a little bit more passion, the Aries full moon will be on your side. Of course, there is another side to this energy too. As sometimes when fiery energy is strong, we can be prone to anger, outbursts, aggression, and frustrations. If we have something bubbling within, we may find ourselves easily triggered under this full moon. Being mindful of this can help us to find healthy outlets to release and express how we feel. And one of the best outlets that Aries energy favors is movement. So things like exercise, dancing, and taking action are all great ways to soften and release the heated emotions that rise up. Movement. I always say that all the time. Aries people are the most healthy when you are moving. And I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, and physically. You are the most healthy when we are that movement sign, okay? So find something that you love to do where you are moving. Exercise, cycling, riding bikes, dancing, whatever it is, I promise you you'll be more successful. You really will. You'll be more at peace, you'll be more calm just by you moving that energy. Tomorrow is actually my mother's birthday, and it's very significant because this whole cycle is cycling, and it's coming to an end. September has been an extremely long month for me, but that's something that we're going to do. I actually said, I was like, we should go dancing. We should go dancing tomorrow for my mom's birthday because that is something that I love to do with her. We love to dance. Since I was a little girl, anytime we have a family function, she'd make me get up and start dancing because we love to dance. So that's something I'm gonna do tomorrow in honor of her and with my sister flying down, and try to make it a more positive, on the happier side for her birthday. So we don't sink too much into those emotions because of this full moon. This full moon will intensify everything. So if I get ahead of it and try to, be in a more positive mindset, hopefully that will amplify. So I ask you guys to do something as well too for yourselves that is healing, that is nurturing, that is going to propel you forward, because this is going to be a very powerful full moon. It was at its peak this morning around 5:29 a.m., I believe, or it's its brightest. But yeah, also send in your full moon pictures too. Okay, send them in to my email. Um, what else? Oh, also, if you would like a personal reading, you can email me at ariessoulguidance222@gmail.com. So the time for healing came out, and I just said that this full moon with Chiron, there is going to be a strong energy of healing and releasing. Let's pull one more here for Aries. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please. Maybe the quick message here for Aries. What do we have here for Aries? Okay, so we have, let me pull one more here. You are good enough. Yeah. Again, this is a good time for entrepreneurs to set goals and watch them manifest and grow. Okay. The last card that came out was You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. Okay. This is a time for healing. I'm keep hearing shedding the skin or shedding this old energy from you. Balance your spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. I believe this came out in the weekly reading that I did. Okay. So that means the spiritual side, but also the taking the action, the doing. You have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture of a situation. And I want to add, before you act, especially if there's an energy of outbursts and things like that, look at the bigger picture. You have nothing will come of this situation. There may be a situation that you're in right now that may feel really difficult, daunting. Maybe it feels like something is spiraling out of control, but it only feels like that because your attention is focused on it. Okay, so make sure that you're thinking things from a positive, the glass half full and not the glass half empty. Okay, do not let pride get in your way. We got full moon in Leo. And I think I said the communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay. So let's see here. What is the message here for Aries under this full moon? What do I want to pull here? Let's pull the wisdom of the oracle here. And then I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I'm not going to make this reading too long, but I did feel like I needed to take a look here at these energies for such an important moon for the Aries collective. It's always good to look at your rising sign too, your moon sign, and then your sun sign. But then if you have Aries in your sun sign, in your rising sign, this could be particularly intense for you. Also your sun sign, but also if you have any of the cardinal signs, okay, that's going to be strong for all four of those signs as well. So it could be like a triple whammy for some of you. All right, so let's take a look here. Holy Spirit, there's one. Aries collective. So you got number 45, time to go. If something here is time for you to let go of, time for you to move on from. I'm gonna call this reading that. I feel like that's the energy here. I'm gonna call the reading time to go. So it's time for you to move on from something. Let's see here. Let's take a look here. Number 45. Endings, completion. Walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. The oracle message here. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your next experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on. Even if you need to be in transition for a time, your destiny is calling you. So that's powerful. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to move on in a situation. It's time for you to heal from a situation or release a situation here. But it's time for you to go. Okay. I'm gonna read the prosperity message too. It says this message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end, and you will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk towards something new. This is a card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You've finished your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity. Even better than any you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another one opens. All right. I'm gonna read the relationship message too, because it could be something here for people within relationships. So let's see. It says it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, and the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this message here. That one got me for a second. Let's see here. What deck I'm gonna use? The gold one. Let's see. Here's what I'm hearing. These are all mixed up. I don't usually do reversals, but we'll do these and see what the message is here for the Aries collective. Let's take a look here. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please allow me with a clear message here for the Aries collective over in Venus and rising. What do they need to see here during this full moon in Aries? What do they need to see here during this full moon in Aries? Aries for Aries. Okay. So three cards came out. I'm only going to take the first one here that I see, and this is the Ace of Wands. Excuse me, turn that down. We have, no, I'm going to take all of them. Spirit's saying take all of them. Okay. You got the Ace of Wands, you got the Eight of Wands, and you got the Seven of Wands in reverse. They're all in reverse. I'm going to just say that. There truly is, Aries, something that you have put. What's that on my computer screen? There's something here that you have put a lot of energy, a lot of passion, you have fought for, that spirit is saying now it's time for you to release with the star card at the bottom of the deck. You got the Ace of Wands in reverse, you got the Eight of Wands in reverse, you got the Seven of Wands in reverse, all fire energy. This is all your energy here. It's not defeat, it's not loss, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not anybody overcoming you in any way. This is your own action that you have to take. And whatever situation this is, that it's kind of like saying it's time to pull your energy back from something. So I don't know who this is going to resonate for, but maybe this is something that you really fought for, something that you really maybe even believed in, you stood your ground in. And Spirit is saying now it's time for you to pull your energy back. Some of you, I want to say this, your energy is what made something go. Your energy is what made something propel. So it was your energy that made something positive. It was your energy You know what I'm saying? Like it was something that you added to something that really was the fuel to the fire. And it's almost like if you walk away from this thing or whatever it is, it's going to crash and burn because your energy is not in it. And I'm not saying this in an egotistical way, but even though this is, kind of, it says right here, don't let your pride get in the way. And I feel like it's because somebody may be wanting to stay in a situation because you know that you're the one that makes something go. Okay. And so Spirit is like, you got to look at the bigger picture here with this full moon in Sagittarius. Something is better for you out there, whether that's a new relationship, a new job, something for you to go try, do something, an entrepreneurial endeavor here, because with this full moon in Virgo, it says you are good enough. Maybe you stayed in a situation because you felt like this is all you had. This was your only option. Maybe because you put so much time into something already. But Spirit is literally saying it's something here that you need to stop fighting for. You need to stop putting your energy into. Okay. Maybe even you need to stop communicating to someone or something. And there's nothing that will come out of this situation. It's literally time for you to move on. And at the bottom of the deck here, you got show the world the real you. And what I keep seeing peeking out underneath is a new start is coming. Hmm. Don't doubt yourself. Let's see here what the challenge is for Aries. Some of you, this is like this right here. This is your message. I'm telling you. There's nothing more powerful, especially for specifically speaking for the people who are creating and just want a new life in general. But I'm gonna say this for the people who are entrepreneurs or they want a new lifestyle, a new job, taking action. This full moon right here, this is the one. Okay. This is the one that's gonna cleanse you of all of this energy that whatever you're putting energy into, that you've put yourself, your whole heart into, it's time for you to stop and cleanse yourself of whatever it has done to you. If it was a toxic situation that has changed you, tainted you, this is the moon right here that's going to cleanse you if you operate through this, like if you use this energy. Okay. Your biggest challenge here is the Two of Swords, making a decision. You're at a stalemate. So that means that you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards. There's something here where you need to get out of your head, or you kind of need to open up your heart space. You have a time for healing here. I always look at this Two of Swords as this girl, she or girl, guy, I don't know, has this swords over her heart. So it's closed off and unable to make a decision. Why? Because your heart is closed off. Sorry, Pugsley's barking in the background. Let's see here. What does Spirit want Aries to focus on? You. Look at that. There's the Aries energy. You. Spirit wants you to focus on yourself, getting back in control of your life, what makes you happy, what makes you at peace. Excuse me. We got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's definitely you needing to find peace and to move on from a situation that may have really stressed you out, whether it was romantic or it could have been romantic. I'm seeing the Lovers in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It could have been any type of relationship, work relationship, platonic. But right now, Spirit is saying what you need to focus on more than anything is yourself. I'm sorry if y'all can hear Pugsley in the background. Let's see here. What happened in the past here for Aries to make these changes? Three of Wands. You wanted more. Somebody wanted more out of life or out of relationship. I feel like it's like almost like this energy of you waiting on things to change or waiting to turn and they just didn't. And I feel like they didn't turn or they didn't change because Spirit was waiting for you to take the first step. Scared me. Waiting for you to take the first step. Some of you may have had a dream or manifestation, but you hadn't officially put it into action yet. And I want you definitely, if this is applying to you, definitely watch the weekly because now I'm feeling like this energy is definitely in that energy. Okay, so watch the weekly here because it's time for someone to take action and getting out of this limbo state, out of this confusion energy. And you may be in this confusion type of energy, because of the situation that you're coming from. There may be a little pride, ego in there, but it's time for you to get clear on what you deserve, what you're capable of, what you're worthy of. and clear on what you won't do or you won't commit or you won't put your energy into anymore. With the Queen of Wands in the bottom of the deck here, I feel like some of you, this is like an energy here of kind of losing yourself, losing your desires, losing your passion for life and what you really want. Yeah. Or you almost did. You almost did. Let's see here. What's crowning Aries? The Four of Wands. What's crowning you is your happiness, stability here, joy. Oop, fell. Some of you, it could be a new relationship that's the happiest that you will ever be in, or you're about to be. But a lot of you, this is just you celebrating yourself, you being at your best, you being at your happiest. And there's something here where Spirit is saying you got to stop giving to one thing so you can be in this Four of Wands energy, so you can create this stability and this happiness for yourself. And I feel like that's what this full moon is representing for someone, the ending of a chapter. I'm hearing make it real. Make it real. Four of Cups in reverse here. There is no more ignoring what you knew to be true. You weren't happy somewhere. You were discontent. You were bored. You were unsatisfied. You were unfulfilled. And you just kept ignoring that and pushing that back. There is no more of that. I feel like Spirit is going to make you uncomfortable and push you out there to start manifesting or realizing your dreams. What's coming towards Aries in the near future? What do we need to see? Oop. Yep, you're about to take these action steps here. With the Seven of Cups, I like this because the Seven of Cups is in reverse. It's almost like, and then you got the Page of Wands. It's almost like you're taking a daydream and you're making it real. There is no more illusions. There is no more daydreaming. There is no more fantasizing. You're choosing to act. You're choosing to take the first step and whatever this is. Some of you, it's a creative project here that you're passionate about, and you're taking these first exciting steps. You don't know what's going to come, but you know that you have the drive and the passion to go forward because you don't want what was behind you anymore. So somebody is making that decision. They're taking whatever they were planning, right, and manifesting and now putting it into action. It's the beginning stages. Here's what's coming. And I'm telling you, everything great starts right here. Everything great starts with this Page of Wands. Everything, that excitement, it all starts with a thought, something that you're passionate about, something that you're excited about. It all starts here. And you're taking that first action step. I'm seeing that with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, there was a lot of thinking that went into this. A lot of planning, a lot of meditating, a lot of, just talking to yourself maybe about what you wanted and your dreams and your goals. Let's see here. What is the energy Aries is in currently during this full moon? Of course. Of course you are. The Magician. Of course you better be. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're in that manifesting energy right now. Of course you are. You speak it, you believe it, and you see it. Okay? Speak it, you believe it, and you see it. This Magician says you can have whatever you desire, whatever you want to create, you can have it. Okay? And the one thing that activates that is your belief. I even like to say your knowing, because belief is one thing, but when you get into the energy that you're saying, you know what, I know I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to be wealthy. I know I'm going to be whatever it is. It's the knowing. That's what makes it real. Let's see here. What is in your environment? Or I know I'm going to have better. You have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. This could be a person, an emotional person here, someone here with great love. This could be love for some of you coming in. This could be the energy of what you're about to start as well. Something that you have really deep emotions to or deep emotional ties to. Something that some of you, that could have been the very thing that may have been holding you back, but we'll clarify that. Let's see here. What's Aries hopes and fears? The Judgment. Some of you may, I think I've touched on this before, fearing that you may have run out of time, that you may not get a second chance. Maybe you've started something and it's coming full circle. You're about to try something again. but there's something coming back up from the past. I feel like this is your calling. It's something that's like a calling that may have called to you before, or you may have started it before, but you didn't follow through. And now it's here again. The Four of Pentacles keeps being at the bottom of the deck. So something here with that. Let's see here. What do we have here for Aries and the outcome on the near future? Clarify. Can you hear this dog? Oh my goodness. Beautiful. All right. Hold on a second. Pugsley, please, please. Gosh. Okay. Now the Empress did come in reverse, but we have the Hangman and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you here are still in this energy of where there's kind of like this pause, right? Before this new beginning or this Ace of Pentacles comes to. And when the Empress is in reverse, it's just that you haven't fully and completely realized now if this is you, okay? There's something here about a self-worth thing, okay? Like I said this before, believing that you're worthy of something, self-love, knowing that you can attract something, knowing that it's rightfully yours. And the Hangman is here, Pisces energy here. Sometimes, like, people say the Hangman is waiting, or there's, something that's stopping you or stagnant. It's stagnancy, but it's the universe who's doing this. Sometimes it could be you, sometimes it's not you, it's the universe that is doing this, because they want you to realize your full potential, your worth. They want you to realize something that you're not seeing before the ball gets moving again, before you get rolling again. Sometimes this is the shadow work that you need to do. Okay, wrapped around your self-worth. We have Libra energy here with Libra and Taurus energy here with the Empress in reverse. And this is an external person or somebody else. There could have been somebody who kind of rained on your parade. It could have been a situation where you have sometimes the Empress energy is a mother energy, but anybody here who could have had low self-esteem, low self-worth here, that may have been blocking or stopping you from accomplishing something, holding you back. It could have been somebody you were in a relationship with. If this is yourself, you may have had some issues, self-worth issues, some low self-esteem issues, but Spirit is kind of helping you out with this Hangman energy here. So like, hey, before we give you this big opportunity, before we give you this big break, before we give you this Ace of Pentacles here, this blessing, we want you to feel worthy of this. We want you to know that you are worthy of this, know that you are abundant before we just give you something. A lot of times when people receive things and they're not in that energy of feeling that, they'll lose it. Why? It's nothing to do with the financial planning or anything like that. It's the energy of, do I deserve this? Am I worthy of this? And subconsciously, on a deeper level, you'll feel like you're not. And that's how you'll get a large sum of money and it's gone before you blink. Not because you're really bad with money. It's really an energetic thing about, are you worthy of this success? Are you worthy of this money? Are you worthy of this thing? So you're manifesting and it's coming. It really is. But it feels like here somebody may need to get out of their head. I don't know why my nose keeps itching. Get out of their head about a situation. Let me clarify a few things real quick and then we'll close out the reading. Let's see here. I didn't want this to be too long. Let's see here. Holy Spirit, so that's just please let me. A little clear message here for the Aries Collective. Let's see. Pugsley is off the chain. Okay? What he's barking at. Tell me about the King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups. You got the Queen of Wands. And the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You got the Lovers. No, this could be a relationship, but what I'm getting here very strongly is this is your energy areas that you're about to, this is the energy that you're about to embody. This is not the energy that you're about to embody. This is the energy of the thing that you're creating or that you're doing or that you're manifesting. So if it's a person, then it's a person. But if it's, this feels like somebody here's creation, or even I would say their dream life, or whatever it is that they want. It's coming up as court cards. We have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, this is the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Lovers. It's like somebody here is slowly making their way to their dream thing, whatever that is, their dream, something that you're very passionate about, something that really like you love to do this thing. It's like a soul purpose, your soul contract. You are slowly being moved or propelled towards this thing as you heal. You're stepping into this energy, into this power. We got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Let's clarify this one more time. And the Two of Wands. It's just based off of you taking the action to do what you need to do in order to step into this role. Some of you, you have to release some sort of past hurt with the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I keep hearing unworthiness. So some of you need to leave a particular lifestyle, person, situation behind. And some of you need to do things that you never done before. And I know that sounds vague, but it's kind of like operating how you've never operated before, if that makes sense. Like if some people were expect you to operate in a certain way, you need to do something different. Throw people off. But I'm seeing a creative energy here, something you're very passionate about, but something that you can manifest, you can create with this Queen of Wands here. And the love for this thing with this King of Cups is what's really going to make it come to you. And it's going to be so fulfilling with the Lovers here. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time, a little time for it to manifest, to grow, but it will be real. Okay, let's see here with the Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Wands. So you go from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. I'm telling you, once you get out of your head about whatever this situation is, it's literally going to start being magnetized to you, or you're going to start being magnetized towards it. The Page of Wands is the first action steps, and then you gain some sort of momentum here with the Knight of Wands. Wow, there it is. So you get out of your head here with the Seven of Cups in reverse. You get the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Before you know it, like the bag is secured. Tell us about this Ace of Pentacles, Empress in reverse, and the Hangman. The Three of Wands again. This is the manifestation, waiting for your ships to come in. We've been getting a lot of like life-changing type of energy over the last few days. I've been doing readings, and I know that sounds like drastic, but it really is what it is. It's just see the devil that tried to flip out. It really is what it is. But it's about you taking control of your life, Aries, and just seeing your own personal power take into effect. It will really wow you if nothing else is coming out. It'll really wow you. It'll really amaze you, especially when you realize, wow, I did this. I did this. I created this, just by literally putting one foot in front of the other, just by being consistent, just by showing up every day. It's going to be a really amazing feeling. It's amazing to see when you see that you have changed your life by putting one foot in front of the other, taking the actionable steps, listening to the guidance, listening to your intuition, staying consistent, doing it for the right reasons, not to spite anybody, but because you're listening to your soul's purpose. And I feel like this full moon here is going to activate that once you start releasing that fear, whatever this is that has been holding you back. Okay? So I'm gonna pull some angel cards to close up the reading. What do we have here for Aries? Holy Spirit, spirits and angels. Based on the karmas to share from the says. Look at that. What did I just say? Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. This has been, I'm telling you, this has been calling to somebody for a while. Maybe you need to move or relocate or start something, but it is a calling. There's something better and perfect timing. Perfect timing. The timing is now. So that's what I have for you guys. Take care.